Hi, thanks for joining. It's Manisha from Ifstyledanced. Now, this video is not exactly related to styling, which I'm sure you could have guessed from the title, but it's about my next big trip, which is to the hospital to have my baby, which is just so crazy. It will be a two-part video, with this first part being about what I've decided to pack and take with me to the hospital, and the second part being what I used versus what I didn't use. Now, at the end of the day, none of this matters. All that matters is that you and your baby are okay. So if you have nothing packed and you have to go last minute, don't worry about it. But I thought I'd quickly put together this video because I was actually quite curious to know what one takes to the hospital in preparation for delivery. So I thought I'd share the before and after. Alright, so in figuring out what to pack, I of course asked my friends for advice and did my own research. And what I found is that most people recommend packing 3 different bags. Now, I don't think that's absolutely necessary, so if you don't need to do it, that's completely fine. But the purpose is that you actually pack a bag for yourself, one for the baby, and that your partner packs a bag for themselves as well. Here's the list that I put together for myself. I won't read through it because it's a little longer than you might expect. But then again, like I said, I feel like I'm packing for a trip. I'll also post this on my blog so that you can access it if you'd like. But I'd say maybe the only thing that might seem silly on this list is makeup. Then again, if you're feeling okay and want to take some pics, why not? One thing I'd also be sure to do is to find out what your hospital provides as well. Some of the facilities in Hong Kong are really exceptional, so things like slippers, robes, and bath soap are things that I don't actually have to pack. But since I'm a bit picky about my shampoo and conditioner, I packed some for myself along with my other typical travel toiletries. Also, I tend to be a bit of a germaphobe when it comes to hospitals, so I've packed a few things that I know I can wash easily. And I've packed them in my little travel cubes that are also washable. For example, I've decided to bring 2 cotton PJs. I know the hospital will give me some robes to wear, but in case I need a little taste of home, I've decided to pack these with me. And I've also packed a cotton cardigan in case it gets a little breezy around the hospital. I've also packed 2 dresses, which I know is a bit excessive, but I tend to overpack, so this is not a surprise. One of the dresses is a maternity dress that you guys may have seen in my posts, and if you haven't, go take a look. And the other dress is just a normal dress that has a little bit of space because I was told that when you leave the hospital, you still tend to look like you're about 6 months pregnant, so I didn't want to wear anything clingy. And the last thing that I wanted to show you guys is something that I only learned about during my pregnancy, which is this breast friend pillow. It's a breastfeeding pillow that is supposed to help alleviate a lot of the strain that your body takes on when you feed the baby. And I'm bringing it with me to the hospital so that the nurses can teach me how to use it. It's a bit large, so I don't know how I'm gonna pack it, but I'm definitely gonna try because might as well get the help while I can get it, right? And that's it. That's what I will be bringing with me to the hospital. I won't be sharing with you what Kumar, my husband's gonna bring, because I don't think he needs to bring anything specific. But in terms of what the baby will bring, here's the list. Actually, the baby's not bringing it, I'm bringing it for her, but here's the list. Now again, the hospital should provide some of these things for your use if you need it, especially diapers, which is why I didn't include them in this list. In fact, I'm planning to grab a bunch while I'm there. Might as well, right? I'm paying them. And the other thing I also didn't mention that you should pack for yourself are some snacks and drinks that you actually enjoy because you're gonna need a lot of energy when you're in the hospital. And it can be anything like chips, candy, granola bars, whatever makes you feel good. I mean, this isn't really a time to be on a diet anyways, so why not? And that's it. That concludes part 1 of what I'm bringing to the hospital with me. Let's see what I actually use in part 2. Hi again, here's part 2 of the video. I had my baby now about 4 weeks ago, which is so crazy. I can't believe how quickly time has passed. And the whole experience was just as unexpected as I thought it was gonna be, except for the fact that I did overpack my suitcase a little bit, just as I thought I would. So here are the things from the list I showed you earlier that I didn't actually use. The lightweight robe. The hospital provided one, but I only used it once because it was actually warm in the hospital, and none of the other patients wore theirs, so I thought, why should I wear mine? Socks. I used a blanket when I was on the bed and wore slippers when I wasn't, so I just didn't need them. I ended up only using one of the dresses that I brought, but I was very thankful that it was a roomy one because I did indeed still look 6 months pregnant when I left the hospital. I didn't wear any of my PJs or my cardigan. Maternity underwear. Some of these hospital packing lists tell you to bring big underwear in case you have a C-section, but I ended up wearing the lovely, lovely mesh underwear that they give you post-delivery and actually grabbed some to wear at home as well. Massage oils. I completely forgot that I actually had some until after I delivered the baby, which, you know, was not going to be useful at that point. My straightener and hair dryer. I was just too lazy and uncomfortable after it all, so I never really bothered to do my hair after I showered. Floss. I was also just too preoccupied to use floss. Nursing bras. Now some women do wear theirs during the delivery and after, but I just didn't bother wearing one until I came home. And when it comes to my baby Isla, the things that we didn't end up using were the bunny. She was in and out of the nursery and just too little to do anything with it anyway, so we thought we'll just leave it in the bag and give it to her when we got home. Burp cloths. The hospital gives you enough blankets and all, so we just didn't need it at the time. And mittens. We were only in the hospital for 2 days and I actually just forgot about them, so she didn't get them until we got home. Now, one of the things that we did that I didn't plan for at all is that we ended up packing different sizes of onesies just because we didn't know how big the baby was going to be. And what I mean by that is that some of these newborn onesies are actually, they look smaller than others. So we ended up packing one that looked small, one that looked about normal size, I guess, and one that had arms and legs, or I guess you could say sleeves and pants, and little itty bitty footies just in case it was cold. But that's it. Do I regret packing the way that I did? Not at all. I just wanted to be safe versus sorry. If you have any questions or comments, please add them below, or you can email me or DM me on Instagram. And stay tuned, the next video will take us right back to styling. Thanks so much for watching. Talk soon.